It's Monday. It's morning.
And it's officially macabre. Welcome back to another episode of Monday Morning Macabre, the show where we can be the friends that you can talk to about weird spooky stuff, but if you do to your real friends, they're like, why are you talking about this?
Leave your real friends.
Your real friends don't like you. We love you.
Never leave.
We should just start a cult. Is this how this starts?
I feel like we could do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I feel like we lack a couple things though.
Okay, charisma.
One,
charisma.
two, a religious entity.
Morbo. We praise him after.
True. And three, the desire to
go on.
sleep with everyone's wives. I don't really want to do that, and I think that's what most cult leaders do.
They do a lot of sleeping with wives, and yeah. But it's like one of those things where it's like, you know, if that's what's gonna make it so that we get a cult following,
gotta crack some eggs and make an omelet, baby.
Yikes! Hey guys, sorry, we're having a sidebar meeting. We're back to the podcast. What do you guys think about coming to a rural farmhouse and starting
in, like, New Mexico?
Yeah, like a family, we'll call it.
New Mexico's got big culty vibes.
Big cult vibe. You don't go to New Mexico for any other reason.
I would think, yeah. New Mexico, like that whole Southwest.
Yeah, all cult.
Big culty.
All cult.
All cult. 9% cult, dude.
All hat, no cattle, dude.
Dude.
All cult. All the time. All cult. All cult. If we had a cult, we would probably be called like the
Stinky Boys.
The stinky cult boys.
I like it.
We wouldn't be very discreet with the naming.
No.
Be pretty right on target, but then you know what you get. And you get what you get.
Branding matters.
And you don't get upset. And I think, what is the biggest cult in modern day right now, you think? Scientology?
Careful.
I mean, well, I said more, I didn't say.
Yeah, there's probably other like pyramid schemey type ones.
Oh, what's that like Vitamix? Not Vitamix. What's the shakes? You know what I'm talking about? It's like a company that makes like nutritious. No, it's like nutritious milkshake.
But that kind of cult, I feel like, still is very much alive.
Yeah, it's just now. I feel like MLMs have taken the place of cults.
Kind of. I bet there's still some, like, especially during COVID, there was people who were like threw off society, like everything's going to shit, and like went. We probably just don't know about them. They're like in the middle of the woods in Oregon or something.
Yeah, Oregon, big cult vibe.
Big cult vibe.
Oregon,
that whole Northwest,
that whole side of this country, big.
Listen, that whole lawless side of this country,
yeah, where people don't have Dunkin' Donuts.
Oh, they're singing and dancing.
I don't like it. It feels kind of culty to me.
I don't care if I get a job. Get up there and put some shingles on some fucking roofs.
What? It's not 13 degrees out where you live. You're not if you can't explain your job in 2 words, it's not a.
I think that's a big part of cult living is
cult living,
warm weather.
We should start like a home HGTV show called like Cult Living.
Cult Living, where we take you to the compound.
Yeah, exactly. It's like Pioneer Woman, but it's.
We have a mid-century factory building that was abandoned.
Yeah,
and we're going to turn it into a charming mess hall for our cult members. And a temple.
Yeah, it's like the Property Brothers, but with like robes. I'm in.
And we want a lot of imagery.
Yeah, we really
Baphomet around.
Yeah, he is our Lord and Savior, so we want to make sure we highlight
to look good for when Babylon comes back. When we bring her back on the next solstice.
What I love about these drapes is they match the purple Nikes that we bought.
Oh no!
So yeah, guys, check out hgtv.com.
What a terrible design for a cult! Because what a surefire way to never keep it going.
Yeah,
it's just it all ends at once.
Well, I mean, I guess that's the. I mean, if you're a real believer, then it's. Right?
Is the
I guess
technically they got it worked.
Yeah, they made it onto the air.
Or was that what's supposed to happen? I know we did an episode on this, but like
Jonestown, like what they were trying to get onto the spaceship that was coming behind Halley's Comet.
Right. But
but that what the fuck?
But they all knew they were gonna die. or they thought they were going to somehow get transported up there, or they had
No,
to
I'm
die
pretty
to
sure
do
it was kind of like a day of thing where they're like, "Hey, it's coming," and like I think they knew that it was coming, and they're like, "This is how we get there: is we all have to do this."
Is death, though.
I don't know how much plan. I don't know.
Or were they drinking, being like, "Hey, this drink is going to make me go up there. I don't have to die."
And he's like, "Nah, you gotta have a little bit."
Not with what you just had.
Come on, listen, buddy. You gotta call the cops. We gotta fix. Let's fix this. Is what we'll say. We're gonna fix it.
I think we could do it.
We could do it. Hey, listeners, if you want to be part of our cult, the Stinky Boy Cult or whatever we called it, it's a very mature professional cult name.
We're a very
Could we do just
mature professional cult?
Yeah, this is a mature professional production. We could do it like
it's very adult.
Very adult for only adults.
Production
is a production for sure.
I feel like a lot of cults do have kids. Like it's like families.
Well, it's because like the kid is. I mean, you're just screwed because your parent is like a cult
from the jump.
Yeah, you can't. You're following like dad or mom because you're 5,
which sucks.
And mom's like, "Yo, this is what life is, bro."
You're like, "Yo, my mom was dumb enough to get hypnotized when she was like 25."
Yeah, right. She got hypnotized so hard I have to move and change my name to like Cheruboo.
Yeah, you are like a 3-year-old getting hypnotized.
You're like, you were Terrence last week, and now you're like Zero, the like fucking destroyer or some shit.
That'd be sick.
Yeah.
Now it's
all right. Hold on.
Now
We're cooking. We're cooking.
Morbo, write that down.
Morbo, 6 legs can't write a goddamn thing down. 8 legs. 8 legs.
Wait, are we talking about a cult today, or did we just talk?
No, we just kind of started talking about cults.
A little segment called Cult Chat.
Yeah, we're not talking about cults at all.
Let's give them something to talk about.
Actually, we've got a writer-inner from.
I barely knew her.
Shout out to Dakota.
Hey,
is it actually yesterday was a full moon? So he's Lucas.
Or did we say
I forget if it was Dakota on the full moon.
Riggs, baby.
Abe, anyway, Mr. Riggs hit us with a little scoopty poopty. And admittedly, the articles I found on this are not insanely long, but I've got 2 that I'm going to read back to back because I think there's a little bit of insight and we could talk about it. But it is
neither of them are cults.
Not cults, but kind of, but satanic. So that's like,
I'm in.
That's close, you know. But it is creepy. It's a spooky.
Yes. I feel like Dakota / Lucas Riggs has given us some of our most macabre stories.
It's true. And this one is also macabre. It's today, scones. We're talking about the Stockton Arsonist. Oh, we didn't. Band.
Oh, no.
Band. Play it, band.
Grip it and rip it.
Grippy. Band with the grippy. All right. The Stockton Arsonist. This is an article from unsolved.com.
Hell yeah.
/gallery/Stockton Arsonist. Stockton Arsonist.
Do we got an author?
No.
Good.
I actually don't see. Hold on.
Fuck him.
No, I don't think it is. That said, this unsolved mystery is not so unsolved. So
it does not belong on this site.
Yeah, that's a little bit of a.
I don't understand.
It's not adding up. So, case details. On August 15th, 1989, the year Jesus was crucified. What if that happened in the 80s? He had a mullet. Fucking
Reagan was there.
Yeah, right. He was like, yo, this is fucked up.
They talk about it in Stranger Things.
Yo, yo, I got my sick Jesus Pog.
It's sick, and my Nikes. Have you heard about that Michael Jordan?
Yeah, the Bulls were like playing right after the fucking
He's on the up and up.
crucifixion of Jesus Christ.
Man, if that was the Son of God, then who the fuck is that? And it's like Michael Jordan.
Yeah,
he's just dunking.
Just like midair, yeah, doing the fucking Jesus fucking rises from the dead with that classic like 90s blue and purple jazz.
Oh, like the Vice
logo.
colors. Yeah. It'd be sick.
Oh man. Anyway, only 3 words in and we're already off track, but on August 15th, 1989, an overheated car pulled to the side of a road in Stockton, California. The owner was a man we'll call Joseph Villa. So we're going to call him this.
Why?
Listen, when you got the name Joey Villa.
Dude, that's a towny ass name, dude.
Joseph, or it could be Villa. It could be the double L, little pollo.
Oh, yeah. It wouldn't be, I don't know.
Would it be Villa or Villa? It's Joseph.
Probably Villa.
Joey V. I'm going to call him Joey V.
Joey V.
Joey V is a guy we all know. Everyone knows Joey V.
You know Joey.
He wears, like, chains, is greasy. Joey V.
He used to be a piece of shit.
He used to be a piece of shit. Slick. This is not slick back.
Pushback.
It's pushback. Joey V inspected the damage while his wife and son looked on. He decided that he and his son should walk to the nearest phone. On the way, they noticed a camouflage jacket on the ground. Inside a pocket was an unlabeled videotape. Ooh, intrigue,
Wow.
mystery. What could it be? Could be mature adult.
Like, I guess it doesn't matter. Is it like a VHS or like one of the little ones that goes in like a home video?
What do you mean? What do you mean one of the little ones?
Oh no, it'd have to be. If it's in a jacket, no way a full VHS fits.
I mean, it says VHS.
Yeah, but it could be like the little cassettes, like that,
Yeah. Oh,
like
yeah.
that
The little.
big that go.
Yeah. That you clip.
One
into
that like your dad had.
Yeah. I just don't know. I don't know.
My dad had a huge fucking home video camera.
My dad's home
I
video
remember
camera
it was so big.
They used to be. You have to like. They're like shoulder
like
mounted grenades.
Yeah.
Like you had to like.
And then I remember thinking like the ones that they had like the slam dunk contest, like KG holding like the tiny silver ones with like
the like
flip
cute,
out
the JVC
screen.
fucking yeah.
I remember being like, those are so sick. I want one of those and I'll make fucking movies.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna zoom in on a kid on his birthday.
And now
that's all they were used for.
Dude, everything was so wrong about technology. You ever think about how the future stuff like their displays and like user interface are awful?
I've had this thought a lot, is that we lived in the time where like the thought of like this is a cool toy or futuristic toy, but we didn't have the actual technology to make it happen yet. And then today is like they do have that. Like they can make like it'd be like a toy dog thing that you're like, oh, it does like 16 responses. Yeah. And now the dog connects to fucking ChatGPT and can like read your homework and like shit in your coffee and like all these cool things.
I just mean like in like if you watch Alien, like Wayland Utani Corp, like interstellar travel and like keeps people alive in like cryospheres. But then
it's
when
like
they go to do their computer, it's like a Commodore 64.
Yeah. It's only a green terminal that like can
no one predicted like touch screens or like high definition
I also love all hacking means you have to like beat a mini game in a fucking computer to like get to the database
and a very relevant like password or something.
Right yeah. Oh man, if only. Now it's like, oh, it's actually a 256 hash encryption, and you have boring
like there's
bullshit.
An encryption key that's like
a
million fucking characters.
Yeah, it's fucking lame. Anyway, Joey V and his son decided to take the video home and watch it. Classic dad-son moment.
Dude, I would never letting my kid watch.
No, an unmarked videotape I found in a jacket on the ground. Are you kidding me?
I guess like videotape, like you don't have to worry about it being a virus. It's not like a USB.
Right. It's either murder or porn.
It like has to be murder or porn.
Or both. That's the only options in this scenario.
Yeah, I think you label anything else.
Right. It's birthday 98 or it's murder or porn. That's all VHS. That's the entire spectrum of the VHS like catalog. Is Sharpie Joey's birthday 1998. or it's murder or porn. So they take the video home and watch it, which is a terrible choice. Bad father. The video was of a house on fire. There you go. It's unmarked. It's got to be a crime.
It reminds me of some movie with Bagul.
Yeah.
Sinister.
Yeah. I thought it was me grabbed by the ghoulies. Grabbed by Baguli. Weekend at Bagul's.
Weekend at Bagul's, where he makes your kids kill you.
The family immediately turned it over to the police, who were convinced that the person holding the camera had also set the fire. Captain Frank Curry of the California Department of Forestry assumed the disturbing voice heard on the tape belonged to the arsonist.
This is wicked scary.
Yeah.
That would be horrifying. Just watching a burning house and hearing a voice.
Yeah. That is Bagul shit.
That's so Bagul shit.
It's just so dude, hashtag that's so Bagul. It's like that's so Raven.
Dude, 2024.
I'm on my Bagul shit.
Bagul shit.
So Frank Curry, the captain, says, I've never run across anything as eerie as this tape. It frightened me. As a matter of fact, I thought about it that night when I went to bed. All right, so not like that bad.
This guy gets over it, dude.
Yeah, I was going to say, one night, the night of the thing.
What a well-adjusted individual.
So Captain Curry and investigators studied the videotape in order to pinpoint the location of the fire. When we listened to the tape...
Geoguessing
it? Yeah, they sent it to that streamer who could like...
Okay, so this grass here, it's pretty obvious.
Pretty obvious. This happened in Sri Lanka in 1940. When we listened to the tape, it was hard to understand certain words that this person was saying, so we sat down and we actually went through this tape. I mean, hundreds of times, and came up with a script. He says, I told you I'd do it, Omar. Is Omar the property owner? It's a revenge-type burn. Is Omar the construction person that maybe hired the person and fired him and made the revenge motive for the fire? We really didn't know who Omar is.
That one's really specific.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, right? Like, seems...
That second situation.
So, county arson investigator accompanied Joey V's brother to the spot where the tape had been discovered. Amazingly, the jacket was still there. In it, they found a wooden pestle, the kind used to grind herbs for satanic rituals. Nearby, you know.
That is not what they're for.
Yeah, you know, that's the only thing you can use a mortar and pestle for is satanic rituals.
They saw a goat, you know, the one you sacrifice for satanic rituals.
They saw a virgin, you know. So the kind used to grind herbs for satanic rituals. They also found a glove that matched the jacket and a ceramic skull. According to Captain Curry, the skull suggested Satanism, as did the words of the arsonist. Those are basically the clues. All we have on the video, and that's why we need to find out where this went down. Where is this home? As we viewed the tape, we realized that there was a fire suppression equipment that had responded to the incident. And we thought if we can enhance the tape, bring those, which is like...
Enhance.
Yeah. Bring those shots in a little bit closer to us, we may be able to get a door mark or a house number, or maybe even a fire department insignia on the door.
Yeah, what are even like video forensics like in 1989? Are there any?
I was gonna say it's probably like 48p. Like there's no resolution.
They probably reconstruct the whole house from the
right. They're like, well, we've
thing.
made a 3D model based off geoscans.
Yeah, just get the geoguesser.
Right. Dude, I bet the FBI's probably reached out and been like, yo,
yeah,
100%, right?
He
like,
has gotten so many
guaranteed.
Incredible offers.
So many incredible offers.
Just amazing. I don't know why I said that.
Just like,
so many amazing opportunities. I'm so happy for him.
Is he really genuinely enthused for this guy's success? That's very kind of you.
Talent is unrecognized.
So I don't know why you're so stoked for this guy. Are you like talent. Secretly this guy and you're just trying to
it's just like so cool how everyone finally recognized how awesome he is, right?
What a talent.
It is crazy though. Like, if you actually watch those videos, it's insane
so
how fast he can do it. And like he does like pixelated ones. Like it's crazy.
You throw anything at this guy. Untouchable. Anyway, the house appeared to be a one-story ranch with 2 chimneys. There is another house on the left side of the picture, partly hidden by a white trailer. The trailer indicated that the burning house was possibly under construction. So, that is the Unsolved Mysteries one. But there is more on the Stockton Arsonist on another website.
Wait, so they couldn't get anything from that?
So, Unsolved Mysteries makes an episode about this whole ordeal. And we get an update.
What's the guy's name? The guy who used to host it? And he'd walk out and he'd be like, "It never happened."
Yeah, Wendy Sheridan, I think was his name.
I don't believe you. I don't think he's in it. I don't think he got any other incredible offers.
No, he didn't. Yeah, the FBI was not reaching out. He did not get incredible offers. So weird and specific. So this is rwcpulse.com. It kind of does a little bit more of the summary, but it quickly gets into more of what resolves the case. So it's pretty short, so I'll just read this also. On August 5th, 1989, a family car broke down outside of Stockton, approximately 80 miles from San Mateo County. Nearby, the family found an old army jacket. Poking around in the jacket, they found a videotape, a single glove, and some possibly black magic paraphernalia.
Know that part.
Yes, so we know that part.
Last time on Dragon Ball Z.
Right. They watch the tape at home. They find a recording, house burning down, and an eerie voice narrating the fire. The voice says, "Ancient spirit of evil, Omar. The fire department is trying to put it out. What a laugh. I said I'll do it. I said I'll do it." So that's the full, what's on the tape.
Who the fuck is Omar?
Right? Who's Omar, dude? But there was no clue as to where the fire was or when it had been filmed. The local law enforcement couldn't match the image to any files in recent history. The case quickly going cold, law enforcement turned to the media, and on September 19th, 1990, the television show Unsolved Mysteries broadcast footage from the videotape and asked viewers to call in if they believed they knew the location of the burning house.
That's crazy. They weren't able to get it.
Well, Unsolved Mysteries might have helped. Alert viewers quickly identified the video as capturing the August 15th, 1988 burning of an unfinished house on Colton Court in Redwood City.
Oh my God. Look at me.
Look, you're basically the GeoGuessr guy.
Dude,
You have so many opportunities.
Wow, amazing opportunities.
So earnest. So they identify it as this place on Colton Court in Redwood City. Armed with that information, Redwood City police were able to quickly identify the culprits and arrest two youths.
Two youths?
Youths! A 17-year-old Woodside resident and a 19-year-old Redwood City resident. The older teen confessed to filming the Colton Court fire and being the voice on the tape. Other videotapes linked him to...
Wow, just like that?
Listen. Other videotapes linked him to 27 fires throughout the county in the previous 2 years.
Shit.
This dude was like, yo, flame on, bro.
Burn them all.
We're going to get all the houses.
So that's is that just a general distaste for
authority,
society, or
is
there an actual mental stuff has to burn?
I would assume that it's a mental deal.
Specifically around fire.
27 fires?
Well, I know, but I'm wondering.
Dude, I can't do anything 27 times without being like, this is
stupid.
So it has to be something fucked up in your brain to do something more than 27 times.
It's got to be insane.
Yeah. This guy's
I just meant if there's a specific.
Oh, arson is
fire
has its own category of mental.
You're that tuned into fire for some reason.
Yeah, like Johnny Storm.
Or could just any fuck this person in their belongings.
I don't know. This is when we need we need the GeoGuessr guy of arson to help us out.
He's probably busy.
Yeah, that's true. So due to their ages, they were both tried as minors, and so their names and many legal documents were never released to the public. It is known that in the end, one of them went to a juvenile detention facility and the other spent time in an inpatient psychiatric residence. I have a guess as to which one went to the psych ward. Probably the fire setting 27 times guy. So, this person on RWC Pulse who wrote this says, I still have questions about this one. Who was Omar? Was there satanic activity going on here? How did these items get to a deserted roadside near Stockton, 80 miles away from Redwood City, 1 year after the actual
Oh,
fire?
that is weird.
Yeah. What was their motive for the fires in the first place? Had they committed crimes since their releases? Due to the anonymity of the two perpetrators, we may never find out all of the particulars behind these crimes.
Wasn't he 19?
Yeah.
You can still get tried as a minor when you're 19.
I guess, but maybe it was like at the time, if it was found a year later, maybe it was like a, you know what I mean? Like,
Oh, you're right. You're right.
like when the crime was committed. I don't know if it's done based on, because if I'm like 7 years old and like I nuke, like, I don't know, Istanbul,
should get a pass.
I should get a pass.
That's an oopsie whoopsie.
Yeah, that's a whoopsie daisy. I'm a little boy.
I'm just
In the eyes of the law, I'm just a little boy.
Just a little boy.
So, and then back on that first unsolved.com, they continue with an update saying, within minutes of our broadcast, several viewers called in and identified the house seen burning on the videotape. It was located in Redwood City, California, 80 miles south of Stockton. The house that was destroyed was under construction at the time. Today it has been rebuilt. Surprisingly, on the night of the blaze, Woodside Fire Captain John Dellinges also videotaped the fire. While I was setting up the command post directing companies...
Dude, why there's so many cameras on this fire?
Dude, this shit is hot, bro. While I was setting up the command post directing companies to extinguish the fire, I had set up my video camera to film the fire for training and investigation purposes. By comparing Captain Dillinger's tape with a video shot by the arsonist, investigators were able to confirm that this was definitely the fire's location. According to Detective Mark Polo of the Redwood City Police, authorities had two suspects.
Wait. Two things.
All right.
One, what if he was just filming the fire and the kid filming the fire was like right next to him? Like you can overhear him being like, I told you, Omar. But he's like, what?
He's like, do you hear Omar?
Two.
Yeah, two.
This guy's name's so close to Marco Polo. It's Mark Polo.
It is Mark Pollo.
Dude.
Mark, baby, where are you?
His parents knew it. That his full legal name is definitely Marco Polo.
Yeah, his middle initials Omar. Mark Omar Polo.
God, dude. This is some national treasure level shit.
Wait, do we have to steal the Declaration of Independence right now?
We might, or like climbing the nose of the Mount Rushmore. Is that what the second one was about?
No, that was, I think you're thinking of Guts on Nickelodeon in 1996.
You're right.
No, Guts was the aggro crag. I'm thinking of shit. What was the one with the giant nose? You know what I'm talking about? Where they had it was like an obstacle course they had to climb through a nose and like.
It wasn't Guts.
Because Guts had the aggro crag.
Was it just the Slime Time Live thing?
No, it was precursor to Slime Time Live. We need a geocursor for 90s references. Or geoguessr. Dude, there's someone who's like, I remember that show, and they're really
someone's
mad that we don't
screaming
remember.
at their podcast right now. Hold on.
Family
show
something or other
show
with giant nose Nickelodeon, giant nose obstacle course Nickelodeon. Let me look this up. Giant obstacle course nose Nickelodeon.
Family Double Dare.
Yes, Double Dare.
The game was called Pick It, and you had to go in the giant nose.
Yep, and you have to find the flags or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
To be young again. Anyway, some of the calls received led us to a 17-year-old Woodside youth. We interviewed that youth. Through that interview, it led us to a 19-year-old Redwood City youth who was arrested and interviewed and subsequently admitted to burning the house, taking the video, and was the one who talked on the videotape. Both suspects were underage when they set the fire, like we said, and were tried as minors. One served time at the juvenile hall, the other was committed to a state mental hospital. So
dude, imagine like buying that house and knowing that tape exists out there.
So, yeah, right?
Eerie as fuck.
That is super eerie. The comments on this are like kind of unhinged.
Hell yeah. Let me hear them.
This person writes, I'm not going to say the last name because this is weird.
They're doxing?
Kind of, yeah. But I think it's just like a stranger. They write, Omar blank, I won't put the last name, has an Instagram and Facebook. And in his recent picture which at first glance appears to be completely normal, but after I paid more attention, I noticed that ironically the smoke alarm behind him is completely removed, which I found extremely disturbing. And then links to a fucking guy's Facebook.
Oh,
that's like a psychopath who just went to Facebook and
jump.
searched Omar. That's crazy.
This guy named Omar doesn't have a fire detector in any of his pictures.
Yeah.
Sounds like an arsonist.
What the fuck?
Also, wait, Omar's the victim. This commenter doesn't understand. Isn't Omar the victim?
Unless maybe one of the youths, maybe like later the youth's names came out, and Omar might have been one of them.
Or Omar's like the cult, like telling them to do it. He's like he's pulling the strings.
But anyway, what the fuck? Okay, I don't know. I'm seeing a couple of names thrown around a lot in this comment section, so I don't know if the names of these people came out later. But this person writes, "I knew blank," which is one of the names, but I'm going to avoid saying these names because this could just be random crazy people on the internet.
Yeah, and it's also like these people shouldn't be doxing these people,
right?
Anyway. Like,
I knew blank. He would drink blood. Hated his father. Loved fires. That's the.
I've never been more sure this person did not know him at all.
Oh, dude, there's some lunatics on this website.
I love it.
Anyway, so that's the story of the Stockton Arsonist and Scones' infatuation and appreciation and utmost respect for the geo-guessing streaming.
Yeah, I don't even know his name, but if you watch, it is insane.
It is insane. It's like he found the one thing he's the best, like he was born to do.
But some of it, like, it's like magician, like David Blaine level. Like, I don't know how he could have physically done that.
Yeah.
Like
a picture of like water.
unless the country's like, unless there's a limited pool of places it chooses and he memorized it all. But to my understanding, the GeoGuessr is everywhere.
Yeah, that's my understanding.
It is.
It's just like Google Maps of like wherever there's available.
One frame of Google Maps anywhere on the planet.
Right.
And he like has stepped up his like the guessing. It's not just like a picture. He'll do like, I'm doing a picture in like 240 pixels.
Right.
And he still gets it just based on like shades.
And I hope he gets all of the respect and sponsorships.
Shit, I hope he gets some amazing offers.
Those opportunities are just
incredible opportunities,
lucrative for him.
The CIA is definitely like, we need you to come here and look at pictures that we have and tell us where they are.
Tell us where like these terrorists are.
Yeah, and he'll be like, that's somewhere if you look at these rocks.
Yeah.
And then he'll guess like within 20 miles.
Yeah. So that's today's episode. Thanks to Dakota Riggs for the Riggsy baby for the suggestion. We appreciate it. If you guys have suggestions, hit us in the DMs at MMMacabrePod on Twitter, Monday Morning Macabre on Instagram.
Right in the DMs.
It's right in our DMs. And MondayMorningMacabre.com for merch, Patreon, all that jazz. And I hope you get as much respect as Scones gives to Geo-Guessing Guy you get from your...
You gotta watch this guy. It's unbelievable.
I love you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.